Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Frankie Villanueva. Welcome to Business Hour. This episode of Business Hour is a joint production of the Metro Angeles Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Metro Clark Network. The program is meant to provide its viewers with insights in managing business and highlight some of the best practices in the field. In today's episode, we will talk about an industry that has been identified as a key engine for growth worldwide, tourism. According to the WTTC 2012, or the World Travel and Tourism Council report of 2012, travel and tourism in 2011 accounted for 9% of gross world product. That translates to about $6 trillion revenue, 260 million jobs, and 650 billion in investments. Now, to talk about this very important industry is a very special in-studio guest, Ms. Mitch Otsuru. Ms. Otsuru, or Mitch, as called by friends and by the rest of the world, is the president of the Hotel and Restaurant Association of Pampanga. She is VP for Economic Affairs of the Metro Angeles Chamber of Commerce and Industry. She is a convener of the soon-to-form Retirement and Healthcare Coalition of Metro Angeles, and he's the VP for Special Events of the DLSU Alumni Association of Pampanga. Well, academically, her background is she's a graduate of Marketing Management from the De La Salle University, which is a good school, and a candidate for MBA of the Ateneo Regis program, which is argued by others as a better school. She's, her day job, of course, yes, in spite of all these activities for civic activities, she does have a day job, and she is a VP for Marketing and Operations of the Otsuru group of companies. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce our special in-studio guest, Mitch Otsuru. Mitch,
hello, good afternoon.
Okay, let's talk about the Metro Angeles tourism industry. Okay, on the demand side, tell us about the arrivals. How many arrivals do we have here?
On the arrivals, from the data that we gathered from last year, we had 1.5 to 2 million arrivals in our Clark International Airport, and around 70% are from international market, and around 30% domestic arrivals. Okay, so that's for 2012.
So, do you expect this figure to rise?
Of course, it's increasing, and I think since since the airport opened, it's been increasing for 15 to 20% every year.
Consider the targets of DOT right now.
They're targeting 5 million.
5 million, and Manila is already operating beyond its total capacity, maximum safe capacity, right?
Yes.
So we expect all of that growth to come in.
Yes, especially now that the number of airlines here in Clark Airport are increasing. In fact, Emirates will start their operations on October.
Okay, right? We'll talk more about that later. What type of tourists? What's the profile of the tourists that arrive here?
The profile of tourists, usually Asians. Asian market, yes. We have Koreans, Japanese, Malaysians. The Malaysian group, they're also increasing. That's why we are promoting halal food in the area. Okay. And we also have Europeans and Americans coming in.
So how do we have long stayers or short stayers? Or like
for long stayers, according to our members from the hotel business, Americans and Europeans, they usually stay here for months or sometimes years.
Yeah, like
yes.
Like in Clarkton, the Canadian. There's a Canadian who's, I think, who booked 5 years in advance.
5 years in advance. Yeah. Yes, we have a lot of those.
Yeah, guys like Paul.
And Koreans and Japanese, they stay here on their first visit. They stay here for a few days and then weeks. And then when they come back again on their second visit, usually they stay here for months. 2 to 3 months.
The Koreans, is it true that a lot of them maintain dual addresses? Some of them?
Especially those Koreans who have their own businesses here in the Angeles City. The Koreans are very aggressive in investing.
Yeah. In fact, I think some people are even asking, hey, you're not you're not even allowed to own property, yet you invest heavily here.
Yes,
But of course, they say it's not that risky. It's more riskier back home
yeah, that's
because
what they
North
say.
Korea could declare war on them anytime.
Yes.
So, yeah, you would talk a while ago about halal food. Tell us about it.
Halal food, because from what we heard before, Malaysians, Singaporeans, they come here to the Philippines, and then one of their problems is where can they eat?
Yeah.
Sometimes they bring their own packed lunches
Yeah.
or packed meals because they have nothing. They don't have a place to
So,
eat.
yeah.
But now we together with Department of Tourism, we've been conducting seminars and workshops on how we can prepare halal food.
Okay.
Yes, we had the last workshop was I think November last year, and it was very successful, well attended by restaurant owners and also hotel owners. And now we've been having good feedback.
Mhm.
Hotels along Fields Avenue, along Don Mico, putting up halal restaurants in their hotels.
Let's see. Let's talk about the supply side. Okay, tell us, what are the attractions that we have in our areas?
For the attractions that we have, I have here a list of some of the attractions that tourists can go to when they come here to
Okay.
Angeles City and Clark. So I just pointed out seven basic pointers. First is our gastronomic belt.
Food.
Food.
We
yes.
love food in this area.
Pampanga, as we all know, is the culinary capital of the Philippines. Yes. So the Angeles City Tourism Office is promoting a gastronomic belt. So when tourists come here to the Philippines, they can try our Kapampangan cuisine. And for Kapampangan cuisine, we have Everybody's Cafe. We have Kong Marcos. Yeah, Binulo. We have Kong Marcos Historic Kamalig. There, they can try the different Kapampangan food. And we also have the international belt. We have here authentic Japanese.
Oh, Japan! You know a Japanese restaurant?
Oh yes, I know a very good Japanese
Okay,
restaurant.
we'll talk about that later.
Yes. And then we have Korean. We have Singaporean restaurant, all authentic.
I think we have about 90 authentic Korean restaurants.
Yes.
And according to the Korean community, one is coming out every week.
Every week, yes. They're very aggressive in
Yes.
investing.
Okay.
And then, second is they can visit our cultural or spiritual tours. We have heritage tours, heritage and historical tours that can be done in the heart of Angeles City.
You're talking about the
Santo Rosario area. Yes. And they can also visit Nayang Filipino in Clark.
That's mini Philippines, okay?
Yes, mini Philippines. And they are improving it. Nayang Filipino. And they can also come here for shopping. We have so many malls. They can visit SM Clark, Marquee Mall, Jenra, Robinsons, duty-free shops. We have so many affordable things to buy.
We have Apo every Friday.
Apo, yes. And if they want to do something more Kapampangan, they can go to Pampang.
Pampang, okay.
Pampang area. And fourth is they can come here for the entertainment or clubbing.
Yes. Since the 60s, during the Vietnam War, we've always been a center for entertainers.
Yes. We are, Angeles City, I think, is the entertainment city also.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if of the Luzon or of the Philippines, I'm not sure. But they can come here for casinos, for bars, like High Society, Hacienda, clubbing, Superclubs. And we also have karaokes, like Juliana or Wishing
Everybody sings here.
Yes, everybody here sings.
Okay.
Yes. And fifth is for adventures. For adventures, we have the Mt.Pinatubo trek. We also have the Mount Arayat National Park, the famous Puning Hot Springs, and then we have the Paradise Ranch, and so many more.
Okay. Hold that thought for a while. We have to take a break, and after the break, we'll continue with things to do here. Okay? So Please don't change that channel. We'll be back in a while. We're back at Business Hour with Miss Mitch Otsuru. Hey, Mitch, just before the break, you were talking about what to do in the Metro Angeles area.
Yes.
And you were talking about adventure.
Yes.
That was number 5, right?
Yes.
So let's continue from there.
So let's continue. So number 5 is adventure. And my number 6 is sports tourism. Yes, sports tourism. We have here golf.
Yeah,
For
we have
Mimosa Golf.
Mimosa,
Fontana Golf. Yes. We
Beverly,
have here horseback riding.
Horseback, yeah.
We also have this new Deca wakeboarding park. And then my 7th is just stay in our beautiful hotels and resorts and just, take a break from all the stress and the hustle and bustle from the city.
Just linger.
Just linger,
Like
yes.
what the long stayers do.
Yes,
They just stay
they
and linger
Yes.
and they meld with the locals. Huh?
Yes.
Meld
Stay
with
in
the
your room, have your tan in the pool. Yes, just enjoy.
Of course, a lot of times people would like to know, hey, what are the signature events or what happens there? Could you talk about some of the more important events that happen throughout the year?
Well, we have a lot of events here in Pampanga. We have in San Fernando, we have in Candaba, in different places. But I would like to, of course, emphasize the special events that we have here in Angeles City and in Clark. So every January, usually we just prepare for the upcoming events, especially for the hot air balloon festival on the February.
I think last time we did about 250,000, something like that.
Or more. I
Or
think.
more. Some people are saying more.
Yes,
Yeah,
more.
they're-
It's getting bigger and bigger every year. Yes. And we also have during this season, March and April, we have the Semana Santa, the mga Siete Palabras. And then every May, we have the Flores de Mayo.
Flores de Mayo,
The Santa
yes.
Cruzan.
Yeah,
Because
Santa Cruz.
aside from all the things I mentioned a while ago, Pampanga, we have the prettiest faces.
Oh, yes,
Philippines,
I agree. I
right?
agree.
And we see them in the Santa Cruzan festivals.
Yes. Yeah, for our viewers, if you're still single, Kapampangan women are the best wives in the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Kapampangan husbands are the worst because they're spoiled by the Kapampangan women.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then October is for me the most exciting month.
Oh, yeah. October, yes.
October. Because we have here the Tigtigan Terakan King Dalan Festival. Yes, that's done during the last weekend of October.
Yeah, yeah.
And I really love how this festival started because during the Pinatubo eruption
Yes,
before,
yes.
and when the mayor saw that everyone was so depressed and so down, and they just wanted to start a party, a street party. So they started with this Tigtigan Terakan Festival.
It has caught on, yeah, since then.
Yeah. And then finally, it's during November, the Sisig Festival
Sisig
and the
Festival.
Horse Fest.
Oh, yeah, Horse Fest.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about something closer to your heart right now. Let's talk about the hotels and restaurants. Tell us about the hotels and restaurants.
So yes, that's true. The HARP is one of the closest organizations to my heart. The Hotels and Restaurants Association of Pampanga started in the year 1968.
How many hotels do we have here before you go into HARP?
Right now, how
Yeah.
many hotels do we have?
How many hotel rooms?
Hotel rooms. In the city, Angeles City and Clark, we have over 5,000.
5,000.
Yes,
So,
5,000 rooms.
so that means we have enough rooms to accommodate a major international event, okay?
Yes, that
Okay.
you won't mention. Not yet.
Maybe we'll talk about, a bit,
Yes.
okay? Restaurants, yeah, how many restaurants do we have here?
From what I know, we have over 100 hotels in the city, and we have more than 200, I think. Double for the restaurants.
Restaurants, yeah.
Yes. That's including the restaurants inside the hotels.
So, and growing. I would
And
imagine.
growing, yes.
Okay. So now let's talk about HARP.
So HARP. So like what I have mentioned, HARP started in 1968, with only 15 hotels.
68.
1968.
So you're
Were
celebrating.
you born already?
Oh, yes. Sadly, I was already. 68. So that
Yes.
was how many years ago? 25?
Less than 50.
No. 45.
45 years?
Yeah.
Yes. Harp has been here
For
for
45 years. Ah.
Yes.
So that's about double your age, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And we are in good partnership with the Department of Tourism Region 3 under Director Ronaldo Chotwico.
Yeah, Ron. So, okay, what's it all about? What's the mission? What's the vision of HARP?
Yes. So right now, our vision is to be a one-stop organization to strengthen the unity among our members. So if before we had hotels and restaurant members only, right now we are also inviting other allied members like travel agencies, tourist destinations, more transport groups,
Okay.
and we have also school members for their OJTs. And we have some medical centers like Britannia. They just joined HARP as well.
So you have a more holistic view of
Yes.
tourism.
And
right
our
now.
purpose is, of course, to unite these tourism establishments to strengthen the promotion of tourism here in Angeles City and Clark, and of course to create good packages among the members, so we can easily sell Angeles City and Clark to tourists.
Okay, what you're working on, one of the things you're working on
Yes.
right now, tourism packages, right?
Tourism packages.
Tell us
yes.
about it.
For the tourism packages, like what I mentioned, right now we are creating a HARP brochure, HARP handbook that we can give out to expos, to trade fairs, and when we do sales call outside the country, then we'll have our packages inside that HARP brochure. And the packages would include not only the tourist destinations here in Angeles City, we will also include other tourist destinations like the one in Subic or some in Zambales.
So coming here, they just pick this up
Yes.
and they'll know, hey, these are where I could, what I could do, where I could stay, where I could dine,
yes.
where I could go.
Yes.
What else? What are your other projects at HARP?
Other projects for this year, we were done already with a few projects. We had the launching of the one-stop organization, and we are organizing this familiarization tour.
Farm tours.
Yes, fam tours for all our members, because most hotels here, hotel owners are also not aware of where they can go here in Pampanga. And we are having this trade fair also.
Trade fair.
In partnership with the Department of Trade and Industry.
So when will this be, this trade fair?
This trade fair will be on May.
May.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to
Our
be soon.
target is on May 22.
May
Yes.
22.
And we are also organizing this first annual hotel, restaurant, and tourism weekend.
First annual
hotel, restaurant, and tourism weekend.
This is going to be on
October.
During the
Tigtigan
the
Tarakan.
Twin Fiesta Festival.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you want this now to become a regular event.
Yes.
It's going to be the major, so what do you envision? You invite all your members and other people who deal with our industry to
Yes.
to
join,
to
to be part of the event.
So tell us about how's your membership base and how big is it now?
Right now we have 70 members.
70 active members.
Yes, 70 active members. The others are they still haven't renewed their membership, but in total we are around 100.
100
I think.
members.
Yes,
Okay.
100 members, and around 60% come from the hotel business, and around 30% from the restaurant sector, and around 10% are allied members.
Philippines is hosting APEC in 2015,
Yes.
right? And I think we are going to make a bid for it. When we come back, let's talk about how we can work together towards becoming one of the hosts for the 2015 APEC.
Yes.
Okay. We're back at Business Hour on our special episode on tourism, and with us is our very special in-studio guest, Miss Mitch Otsuru. Okay, just before the break, we told you that in 2015, the Philippines will be hosting the APEC conference, and I think Clark area is trying to bid for the ministers' meeting. Okay,
Yes.
well, of course, first thing we have to talk about is how do we win that bid? Where do we need to beef up on?
First, I think we need to look at our accommodations.
Accommodations,
Yes.
yes.
Make sure that we can house these VIPs.
Yeah, we're looking at about 2,000 VIPs,
Yes.
which is about the same number of rooms we have inside Clark, right?
Yes.
But, yeah,
But I think they want presidential suites.
so we need to
Yeah.
upgrade.
We need to upgrade, yes.
Uh-huh,
And we need to improve our infrastructures
uh-huh.
and our transport system inside Clark. And little by little, we are working on this.
Okay.
Together with the Department of Tourism,
Mhm,
we are now requiring all hotels and resorts to be accredited to the
Okay,
Department of Tourism.
accreditation.
Yes.
Right now, a lot of the hotels aren't accredited, right?
Not yet,
Not yet.
but we are around 50%.
50%.
Already,
So tell us about this accreditation system. How does it go?
yes. The accreditation system, they went back to the star system,
Mm-hmm.
the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star hotels and
Okay.
resorts. Yes, and the Department of Tourism they are now they have high standards.
So they've redefined
Yes.
the standards.
Yes, they redefined their standards and they really increased their bar
Okay, they've
for
lifted the bar.
accreditation. Yes.
Oh, is this something now that has been linked to, like, the tourism office, so that hey, can they make it really mandatory now?
Yes, it's mandatory.
It's mandatory. You
Yes.
can't get your business
You
permit
can't get your business
unless
permit
you have
unless you're accredited
accredited.
with the DOT.
Okay, who is involved in accreditation?
Of course, Department of Tourism, Region
DOT
3.
is involved.
DOT
Who
is
else?
involved. The Angeles City
The tourism office is involved.
Yes.
Okay,
HARP also
so
is
you
involved.
are the private sector
Yes,
partner.
we are the private sector partner. So we are the ones, encouraging our members to get to be accredited. And just last March 5, we
Mhm.
had an online accreditation workshop
Mhm.
where we rented out this one area and all the hotels and restaurant owners can come in and then they can submit their accreditation files online in that
So you have an online system right
yes,
now.
it's online
Mhm.
already. They just have to upload all their files, all their requirements like their SEC, their business permit, their fire permit, security, and the rest
So,
online.
okay, this applies to hotels. What about
Hotels.
restaurants?
For restaurants, it's not mandatory
Mhm.
for now, but it's a plus also for the restaurants to be accredited because they will be included in the Department of Tourism website. And
Uh-huh.
yes, the DOT will continually promote these accredited establishments.
Mhm.
Plus, for the election season,
Okay.
we have this 5-day liquor ban. But if you are accredited with the DOT, you have an exemption.
So,
Sorry.
it's a great time to be accredited now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. You meant, so accommodations would have to be updated, infrastructure would have
Yes.
to be. What about destinations? What can we do to prepare for this APEC and other things?
For the tourist destinations, of course, the infrastructure, as I mentioned, would go hand in hand with that. The roads going to the tourist destinations first will have to be fixed.
Mhm.
And for the tourist destinations, these destinations are with the private sector.
Yeah.
So as long as they are aware that we are expecting this APEC and we are bidding for it,
So
they will
maybe
improve.
an accommodation system, accreditation system would be great also. Right?
Yes, for
Like if you become accredited, you become part of the official list of potential areas that
to
will
be
be
visited.
promoted for that time. All preparations towards APEC 2015 should be a private-public partnership.
Yes.
Is this something HARP would like to embrace, take a lead on? Yeah.
Of course. Of
So-
course. HARP would like to be part of the organizing or preparing committee for the APEC.
So you've developed this taste for pain and hard work, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so, okay. Now, maybe, well, hopefully, if it's done that way, we could have life after the APEC 2015.
Yes. We don't want this to be a one-time, big-time project.
So we are looking at the APEC 2015 as just something, an event, a cutoff point to become globally competitive.
Yes. And to be ready for the influx of tourists in the Clark International Airport, because right now they're expanding.
Okay, now let's talk about something. Let's talk about the Otsuru group of companies. Okay, so what is the Otsuru group of companies into?
So the Otsuru group of companies started in the 1980s, around 1987.
1987.
Yes. It was a joint partnership with my mom and dad. So we started with an entertainment agency before. We trained entertainers before they were sent abroad.
Yeah. So okay.
Yes.
You had the
That's how
proper
we started.
linkages because.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we opened up
Juliana's.
Yes.
Which is an institution already.
Yes. It has been there for 20 years already. We're turning 20 this year.
So you have a special celebration
yes, on
this
October.
year?
Also in October. Our favorite month.
October. Is October a good month for Juliana too?
Oh, yes. October. Because we have a lot of tourists.
Okay.
Every October. Next, maybe, February is next. But October, we really have a lot.
Okay.
And yes, then Juliana was our next business. It's a karaoke theater lounge.
Theater lounge.
Yes.
But it's now functioning as the official language clinic of the Clark area of the Japanese. Okay.
Yes.
This is where they learn Tagalog and English.
Where they learn Tagalog, yes. So in Juliana, we have live band, we have cultural shows also for the tourists. We have modeling, and we have karaoke rooms.
Karaoke.
And by the way, Juliana is located in front of Bayanihan Park.
First Street, right?
First Street, yes. First Street, Balibago. And then every month we have events, different events.
Every month?
Every month. We invite artists from Manila, celebrities.
Okay.
Yes, and there. To entertain our
like,
guests.
If people would like to know what's going to happen this month, where do they go?
Oh, we post them in our website.
Your website.
www.julianaktv.com, or they can just like our Facebook page, Juliana Club. And then we also have Pink Lady Club.
Pink Lady.
Yes.
And where's Pink Lady?
Is at the second floor of Juliana.
Same building. Okay.
Yes. So for Pink Lady, it's also a KTV club with big VIP rooms, and we have a game room where they can play billiards, darts. Yes.
You have a billiard table.
Yes, we have. Yes. So it's a bachelor's club. Yeah. Yes, and then we also have Yufuin Japanese restaurant.
Yufuin. Okay, tell us about Yufuin.
Yes. Yufuin is becoming really popular now. Because for the Japanese restaurant, we have been serving authentic Japanese food for more than 15 years now. And in Yufuin, we have proven it. 70% of our guests are Japanese from Clark.
So Yufuin and Juliana has become more or less the official hangout place of the Japanese expat community, right?
Yes. Yes. So there are promos for Yufuin. Can I promote?
Please.
In Yufuin Japanese restaurant, we have 185 peso service lunch sets every day. That's from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Monday to Friday, and we have 10 selections of meals.
So
Complete meal.
185, right? Okay, one question that comes to mind because, well, I'm from the city. I've seen a lot of outlets come and go,
Yes.
and yet in your case, Juliana has become an institution. It has stayed on.
Yes.
Now, what is the secret to your sustainability?
Our secret for sustainability first is excellent customer service.
Customer service.
Customer
okay.
service is number one. Second is the quality of the food that we serve.
Mhm.
Quality of the food and the drinks.
Uh-huh.
And then third is of course our pricing. Our
Okay,
pricing
pricing.
strategy. Yes. But I really think it's the customer service that that made us stay for 20 years.
You understand the market because basically, well, you're you have this distinct advantage of being authentic, okay?
Yes. And I'd like to go back to the culture. You mentioned a while ago the Japanese culture that we have. So when you go to Japan, the customer service is very, very high. I mean,
Oh,
the bar for customer service is way up there. And
Well-
that's what we apply in all our establishments. So we treat our guests as kings and queens.
we're out of time, sadly. But before we leave, any parting messages?
So first, it's to promote, of course, our businesses. If you're here in the city, please visit Juliana Theater Lounge, Pink Lady Club, or Yufuin Japanese Restaurant. They're all along First Street, Balibago, Angeles City, in front of Bayanihan Park. And you can visit our websites, www.julianaktv.com or www.yufuin-ph.com. And if you want to be a member of HARP, the Hotels and Restaurants Association of Pampanga, you may visit www.goharp.org or visit our Facebook, HARP.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That ends our special episode on tourism, specifically about HARP, the Hotel and Restaurants Association of Pampanga. And with that, I bid you goodbye. This is Dr. Frankie Villanueva inviting all our guests to learn and earn with Business Hour. Have a good day.